January 2017. Let's have a look at the London Boat Show. This is the perfect tonic for that just after Christmas feeling. So let's introduce a few people first. I'm Paul, just about sailing. A bit like, just remember it as in the multi-talented bass player Paul McCartney, except I'm right-handed, he's left-handed. And then there's my daughter, Lucy, marine biologist, which means you call fish by their non-Finding Nemo names. She's just got back from doing some conservation, surveying, counting fish stuff in the Philippines. And my lovely first mate, Bronwyn, who you might have seen in video last year, who we have been sailing together. She loves sailing, not very keen on boats, but we did spend New Year's on a lovely big Birchwood 54, so we had a party on it, and for the first time she said, "Oh, this is a nice boat, I like this is a bit like a house, you know, you could," and so she's kind of thinking like a house could be like a cottage by the sea that you can move from port to port. So she was actually interested in the boats this time. So we do get on to sailing boats at the end, but let's just have a look at the sort of boat that Bronwyn might be interested in. Let's start with this lovely Bavaria E40, which is a flybridge sports boat. I think this is just gorgeous. How many cabins have you found so far then?
Is this the same size as the other boat, or?
What, as which boat?
The one that we won New Year's.
No, this is much smaller.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
This is 40 foot.
Okay.
So second hand, if you were buying something, you could get something fairly decent for this. Is not bad actually, is it?
Oh, no, but to me it's too much like a boat. Again, still. I know I'm looking for...
Everyone wants a boat, but not a boat that's like a boat.
I'm going to put that on my YouTube channel, is that alright? That this boat looks too much like a boat.
But you know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for a house that floats on water rather than a boat. Because you've got a boat that actually works as a boat. Yeah.
This is very nice.
Oh my God, this is
They've got a kind of a chaise longue.
Oh, it's huge. Which can also make into a bed, so...
Oh, please do not sit in that.
Oh,
it's a bit low.
That doesn't say...
Yeah, but it's a double with things on the side and it's got wardrobe space. I think this is actually quite pleasant. I think you'd be better with a sort of trawler type style anyway, Bronwyn.
Yeah.
They're more like houses than boats.
So that's what I want.
So this is a nice flybridge.
Oh, this is nice.
This is nice, isn't it?
Oh.
So you don't get this in a house, do you?
No.
So.
But it's a little bit like the Bloom. Because they've got a thing like this on top of the house to look out at sea.
So what do you reckon, Lucy?
So you can drive it from here or down there.
Exactly.
Oh.
It feels quite big, doesn't it? 40 feet.
Yeah. I mean, I think this would be nice to go around the Mediterranean.
Do you?
Yeah.
One worry is the fuel consumption, and you don't need to go that fast from place to place. So here's the R40, which is more of a sort of a trawler style, also lovely. So what do you think of this one then?
So it's too much like a boat in comparison to the other one.
It's what, less like a boat?
No, I didn't say that. It's too much like a boat.
Still too much like a boat?
Yeah.
I think we're going to struggle.
You know what his boat is like.
Oh gosh.
Get rid of the mosquitoes.
Have you seen Tony's boat from the outside?
No.
It looks like a boat.
Oh, I don't mind the outside bit looking like a boat.
Oh, I see. So what do you think of that one then?
It's huge. It's like a hotel. It's not even a house, it's a hotel.
It is a hotel. I can't even go wide enough.
I can't imagine anyone wanting to own one of those. It'd be nice to
So there you go. We're looking for a mobile cottage. We're looking for a house on the inside and a boat on the outside. Probably a catamaran would be good. They didn't have them at the show. They have fewer sailboats at London than they do at Southampton, because you've got a roof, you know, it's all inside, etc. So anyway, the next thing we did is we went to the pool, and we got there just before they were doing the Man Overboard procedure, and I met up with Duncan Wells, who's written this fantastic book that I use a lot, Stress-Free Sailing, and he's invented a device that clips into... Well, anyway, let's have a look at the demonstration, because I volunteered Lucy for this, thinking actually that she was going to be the person who's going to be thrown into the pool. But let's have a look. Right, so when I volunteered Lucy to do this, when I spoke to Duncan just before this, I thought that she was going to be the person going in the water, but she wasn't. But it's still useful, because obviously what I'd be keen to do is to see if she could actually get me out. Now, what we all practice the sort of the Man Overboard, we all point, we take the boat around in figure-of-8 circles and all sorts of things, and usually we practice this with a rope on the end of a fender and a bucket on the other end. So what's happened here is that the lifesaver, the mob lifesaver, has popped out of the life jacket because it's attached to it automatically. So all Lucy has to do here is actually pick up that line, which of course is the thing we practice, and you can pick it up anywhere because it's a big loop. I think she's aiming for the little triangle at the end, but you can actually pick it up anywhere. And then this very strong line, which will actually lift a person, then gets attached to the boat. So they're not going to float away, and you can actually lift them up directly from that. And if you look at the website for the product, and I'll put the website down below, you can see that happening. But the other thing you can do is, obviously it's cold water, it's best to lift somebody horizontally, and I think it's more comfortable anyway. So you just put a strop, which is basically just a chain inside a tube with some sort of fluorescent tape around the outside. And here obviously there's a pulley system. She's not, for health and safety, she's not allowed to stand up, otherwise it would be a lot better, but there's a pulley system. But I would probably rig something up on the winch. And I'm going to practice this, I'm going to try this later on in the year, but she's never done this before, and that's pretty good. I think this is an excellent device, because it really does show how to get the person attached to the boat and out of the water. And it's just so simple, and it's on the life jacket, so it's already in the water.
I think a round of applause for Lucy and for Sam is required here. Well done. And of course what Lucy is doing more, that and the tackle that you're going to use. If you want these are available on the top coat.
So, do you think we should get one of those?
Yes.
Why?
Because I wouldn't be able to save your life, so it would be beneficial to you.
That's a pretty good argument, actually.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really want to save
And you
your
wouldn't
life.
really want to, because you get a free boat. Fair enough.
Well, you asked me if people wanted to get it who live outside the UK.
Yeah.
And the answer is just go to the website, manoverboardlifesavers.com, and you can order them from there. The price put on there is the UK postal packing price. So if you contact me and tell me what country you're in, I will then give you the special price for that. But actually, quite often I just said the UK price anyway. But it'd be better if you contact me.
That's brilliant, Duncan. We're going to go and buy ours now, because there's no way that they're going to get me back on board without one of those.
Well, no. And the other part, the one part is getting the man attached to the boat. The second part is what sort of retrieval rig are you going to use? How are you going to make your boat work to do it best?
And we need to sort that out, and we need to practice that. We can practice that in the harbour, can't we, girls?
What sort of boat have you got?
28-foot Mirage.
Okay.
With a very high freeboard. Very, very high. So not as high as your Halberg Aggressive, anyway.
No, but the long. I mean, very few. The long keelers tend to have the ones with the low freeboard, the Rosslers, the Condenser 26s, and things like that.
Yeah. You just roll back on those.
You're a long way from the water.
That's brilliant. Thanks very much.
That's a pleasure. Thank you.
So there you go. Now I don't sort of get any money for things, and I don't endorse products, but I think that's an excellent product. I did buy them. I fitted one to my life jackets and the other ones as well. There's a little thing that you put on to say, yeah, I've got one of these attached to the life jacket, and basically, I think you can see from the demo, it goes inside and it gets deployed, and then you've got this. Anyway, have a look at the website, details below, and that'll show some more demonstrations of how that actually works. So I think that's excellent. Now, the other thing about boat shows is I used to get dragged along to the boat show as a child. My parents were never interested in boats. There's so much more to do. So if your other half, male or female or kids or whatever, are not into boats, take them along to the boat show anyway. There's loads of things to do, as you will find out from this little clip.
Great.
So what have you found at the boat show so far that you like?
You can change the bits and pieces on here, you see. You buy those bits there,
Yeah,
and then you can put them onto
yeah.
whatever you want. So you can get more than, you can have more than one
Are you sure
shoe.
they look a bit too much like boats to me?
Okay. I get it. So that's quite small.
Do you want a t-shirt as well?
Yeah, she does.
Oh. So this is the shoe and clothes show.
You can feel something like that.
So it's the shoe, clothes, t-shirt,
Think
and
of it, the
furniture
elephant,
show.
Can't be ugly on a boat. Not allowed.
What is it? What is it anyway?
Facey.
Face thing.
Electric face.
Do you know, for a boat show, there's lots of non-boat show things, so I've got no idea what this is, but I might go off and have a look at things while my darling first mate is getting whatever it is they're doing. Something about the inside. Yeah, I want one of these porter boats. They are a bit expensive. They're about 2,000, well, dollars, pounds, euros. It's all the same nowadays, isn't it? But very nice. I'm going to get one of these. So this is the boat you want to turn up to the marina on Halloween on. That is a little bit creepy, isn't it?
Battery comes off, you won't feel the buzz. Yeah. So that one didn't have enough battery, that's why I changed them. And it works with the temporary battery, that's all. Doesn't have to destroy. I have this one for face that you wear.
Here's a bayliner. I have to say, not very often at a boat show that you actually see an anchor deployed. It's not really dug in, is it? I'm not sure how effective that's going to be when we get a spring tide. Right, now I'm not totally sure what this is. It's definitely a racing boat. And my daughter said, crikey, what's that? It just looks like a helicopter had sex with a catamaran. She's kind of got a point. Right, if you're a petrol head, you'll know why I don't have to say anything about this at all. So I'm not gonna. Fabulous. Look at those noises. Right, this is now about 5 or 6 hours later.
We're hungry.
We're all hungry. We needed to get a survival bag sorted out actually, and I'm not sure if that's a look of pure enjoyment on her face. I've got no idea what this is, by the way. Gosh, it's not that big, is it? Well, to be
It depends on if you put me or Bronwyn next to it.
you'd be lying in it vomiting, wouldn't you? So you wouldn't really care.
4 people in that?
4 people in that?
No, man.
So apparently if you get them that are too big, you're sort of flopping around, so it's worse.
Oh God, that would be horrible for hours, wouldn't it?
Best not to crash the boat then. We've got to end on a sailboat, haven't we? So here we go. Not the sort of boat that I would normally go for, but for cruising around the wet med, if I win the lottery, this is the sort of thing I might go for. Sun Odyssey, 34, loads of cockpit space, loads of space down below. Just something nice about this boat. I'm not sure why, but anyway, have a look at this. Oh yeah, this is the lovely one without the extra rear cabin. So there's a completely separate shower with hanging, a wet locker. And there is a ginormous, great big storage room in the back there, which is, you could use it as a double berth if you wanted to come out through the shower.
What's in there?
That's, normally they'd have another berth in there, but it's a big sort of storage area, because this is the shower. Yeah, so the shower's completely separate.
Oh, that's nice.
So it's, you either get this or you get the extra cabin. I think this is nice.
Well, look at the sea.
I think it's nicer to have the fewer cabins. I don't like the wood. I
Not
think
sit
I'd
on
have
the bed.
a... Did Lucy just sit on the bed?
No. No, I just read it. It says, please do not sit on the bed.
Always very nice.
You do actually, you do. And they've got nice port lights, upper and lower.
You have much nicer curtains.
I do have much nicer curtains. Storage, but not a huge amount of... No, actually that's pretty good.
Strange baby.
Ooh. So guess how much you'd pay for this,
No idea.
including that?
I don't know. 100 and something.
Right,
200 and something.
less than 90.
Really?
Yeah, less than 90. So would you go for it?
Yeah.
There we are.
Less than
That's
90.
that's on record
But
now.
I wouldn't buy it as a house.
I've just got me a new boat. She said she'd buy it. So there you go.
No.
I want to see the space in here.
I wouldn't go for this light wood. I think. Sorry?
This is typical of the first start. We can say 3 direct foot.
And a duck.
I like the space there.
Sun on the Sea 349. Very nice.
I like it.
I like this. I like this. It's got a really unusual sort of rig on the outside as well, which is just, it's just nice. And you get loads of different heel configurations. Should we go and get some food then?
Yes.
So that was a bit longer than a normal episode, but I wanted to get all the boat show stuff out the way. And next month, the serious planning about trying to get to the Mediterranean starts. So I shall see you in February.